Okay, you know what Twitter is, I know what Twitter is, even your grandfather knows what Twitter is. Let's admit it, it's impossible to escape at this point. But it's essentially a pseudo-blogging site. And I only say that because you do technically post messages about things going on at your life at that moment, like a blog, where you type short 140-character messages called tweets. Of course, you actually have to be signed in to tweet, but any tweeter with more than 121 brain cells can read them, sort of like every other existing website that offers content. You can like these tweets or even retweet them, which means you're basically sharing it on your feed, so your followers will see whatever pointless and meaningless thing that a celebrity said that you happen to like. Then there's the hashtags, which we all know is how topics are organized through the use of hashtags. The sad thing is, Twitter actually had to go out of their way to censor some hashtags, the most noticeable being censored being hashtag that's African and hashtag things darkies say, which both obviously offended most black people and caused them to outrage, even though, you can just not read them at all. I don't see why people can't understand this concept. But that isn't even the worst. Just go to the music category and read any one of the tweets that usually relate to Justin Bieber or One Direction. Trust me, it's cancerous. Speaking of categories, I should probably cover those. There's 12 different categories, each as awful as the last. There's a features category, which just shows you the other 11 categories, which is pointless because if I wanted to read a tweet from that category, I would go to that category. Then there's the news category, which just relates to either Donald Trump, seriously, can we just shut up about him, or a natural disaster, which more than likely has nothing to do with where you live, but you bother reading this anyway because you're so caring and compassionate for the world around you. There's the sports category, which relates to nothing but shoes, and I'm not even joking. This is a serious tweet that exists. His pre-game cleats, approve or disapprove. Hashtag Carvis versus NYG. And this was made by NFL Network.
NFL Network. NFL Network.
I've already talked about the music category, but I'll show you a god-awful example anyway, because why not?
Feeling fantastic. Feeling fantastic.
That's it. I'm done. I can't even go on with this garbage anymore. And then there's the cat section because the internet loves cats. Cats for president. Cats for world domination. Cats will be our new ruler. Then there's the entertainment portion, which is just as unhelpful and uninformative as the other parts. The lifestyle section is basically motivating you to eat your heart out with pictures full of desserts and yummy goodness. The technology stuff is basically NASA-filled and not very memorable. The art section is basically reposts in quote-unquote funny images. And the fashion thing is just purses because all women love purses. Should I even go on at this point? So I know what you're thinking right now. Mr. The Obscure Entertainer, how do I become like one of these douchebags? Well, it's actually pretty simple. You just have to take a picture of yourself in the mirror. Good. Then if you're a little lady, you just have to smear your face with makeup because that's what all women do. Then put on a pair of sunglasses lying around from 1978. If you're a guy, you don't have to show off your huge muscles because you're so manly and masculine. Tilt the screen to a 45-degree angle and make it in black and white to show how creative and totally not autistic you are. Did you do that? Good. Then you'll have to spam a bunch of tweets, usually making no sense with or without context, and making sure that 96% of them are related to the new Jordan Nike 6969 series. Great! Now you're ready to be a new douchebag tweeter, but first you'll have to take in some precautions. You're gonna have to spam all your friends on MySpace, because I'm sure that you actually use that, and all of your YouTube subscribers about it. When you're done with that, you'll have to go to freetwitterfollowers.com and use it until you get 10 million fake followers so people will actually notice your crap content. Once you've done that, you need to go to the nearest gas station and stock up on Pepsis and Coca-Colas and retweet every single image of them to every creature with internet access. And then you'll need to take 10,000 images of cat pictures that you stole from Google Images and took and took a high-resolution picture of on your 3DS of around 144p. Then you'll need to constantly remind people about how difficult it is to take images and how your dad beats you every night at 8 p.m. for being a total failure that spends his time browsing 4chan and jerking off to little girls being molested. So yeah, that was my awful short Twitter video, and I'm not even sure at this point, but I'm more than likely tired of saying Twitter in section because this fucking endlessly is scripted, but I guess I'll find a way to make this enjoyable. Also, woohoo for cats. Cats for Apple. Cats are the new Steve Jobs. You know what, forget it, we'll make the future. You know what, cats are the new Obama. The next Obama, okay? Cats will rule the world, okay? Whatever. And whatever, if you like this video, make sure to check out the rest of my videos, even though this is the only video that's on this channel, which is pretty pointless to say, even though, assuming that this channel is a success, which it probably won't be, then I'll certainly make more videos. Where am I even going with this? I'm just speaking out of my ass. But yeah, I have a donkey over here. Say hello to my ass. It's a joke, like your life. So anyway, make sure to check out my other videos, and I hope you have a fantastic day. This was the Obscure Video Gamer, bringing you reviews through obscurity, or whatever.